All right, I am making a video real quick to try and explain a little bit better. So under job title, we want to keep what we put into each slot to fit one of these. So if it's an appointment setter, we would just put appointment setter. If it's a sales representative, we would just put sales representative instead of doing IT sales associate or sales team member. Instead of copying and pasting the job title that you see here on Craigslist, let's see as an example. Let's do jobs. So we're going to type in appointment setter. So here we go. Instead of copying and pasting this entire title, we know, because it says appointment setters, that is the job title. So we would just put under here, job title, appointment setter. So we just want to keep these consecutive, like you did more so up here. A couple weeks ago, it was more consistent as sales, consultant, appointment setter, sales representative, sales closers, call center. So we just want to keep it more consecutive than having a long title like you've been doing recently. We don't want senior development management, something like this that's super long. We don't want all of that. So we would just put sales representative. Telesales, because here it says telesales, which is what we like. Anything to do with phones is what we are trying to make our goal as, because we're trying to get companies who use phones as their sole point of business. For example, call centers. People who are picking up the phone and calling other businesses or customers. We want to be able to have those types of businesses, if that makes sense. So someone who is in the solar business, they're going to be calling a bunch of people selling solar. So that's a great one. Insurance agencies is great. Anything with a call center, outbound calls. These are all the keywords of types of jobs we're looking for. And in these industries, these are where these people use phones the most. For example, home services, they'll be calling customers through the phone, so that's a good one. Real estate, it's done through the phone, it's sales. Healthcare, any of these, they're just kind of ideas. So industries to expect the most leads out of. But we just want to keep industry and job title to not have so many N/A's, because when you read the job description, which might take a little bit longer, it'll tell you eventually, typically, what kind of job this is. If it's like a sales job and so forth, sales manager, and that's when you would put job title as sales. And then in industry, if it's real estate or something along those lines, that's when you would put real estate. Hopefully that makes more sense. So we want these to be more consecutive, to say appointment setter, sales representative, cold caller, appointment setter, closers, and things like that, versus just the job title. But you can still do the same thing that you've been doing, but we just want to do with the new search going into each state. So California, for example, California, you're on the Craigslist for California, and you'll type in appointment setter. And then once you go through all those, you'll do B2B, B2C, call center. So you have like 19 key search words to look for each state. And then you can do remodeling appointment setter, remodeling B2B, remodeling call centers, construction, and so forth. So you'll just do these keywords so you can get jobs that have to do with roofing or solar to help make the leads come a little more better than something like a hair studio or a cashier, things like that. So we want to just try and pinpoint better leads by knowing what kind of job it is.